Hi, I'm Sudh, CEO of impress.ai. In this video series, I'll be answering some of the most common questions we hear about the use of chatbots in recruitment. Today's question is, how accurate are chatbots in screening job applicants? The short answer is that it depends on your screening criteria. However, let's define screening for this discussion. Screening is a process to determine whether the applicant meets the minimum basic criteria for being considered for the role. It doesn't mean that the applicant is suitable for the job. It only means that it is worth assessing the applicant for the role because they meet the basic minimum criteria. That may mean that we're looking for certain qualifications or experience for the role due to the knowledge required for it. It may mean that we need them to be in a certain location, or we need them in a certain amount of period, or for a certain amount of period. It may also mean that we need them to be okay with travel or remote work arrangements. These are mostly 0/1 requirements that can usually be objectively determined. Applicants become candidates for the role as soon as they've been successfully screened in. This means that it is more worth our time assessing these applicants for the role using skill assessments, interviews, or other methods as required by our organization. Chatbots can be 100% accurate if the screening criteria are accurate and objectively defined. Sometimes we can get screening requirements wrong when we start to use heuristics. Heuristics are shortcuts which assume that certain information gives you information about something else. These are mental shortcuts. With heuristics, we can get things very wrong. For example, if you're using GPA, grade point average, as a criterion, we're making an assumption that there is a causal link or correlation between the applicant doing well in university and doing well on the job. Someone doing badly in university for a certain subject like economics has probably less to do with their performance as a developer if they picked up developer skills inside projects. Only if it is justifiable as a strong link between university scores and performance on the job does it make sense to include GPA as a criterion for screening. Similar concepts and principles apply to assessments as well, just to a much higher degree. Assessments should be based on the skills and competencies required for the job and be validated for those. In summary, whether chatbots are good or not at screening depends on whether the screening criteria are accurate or not. Secondly, for better accuracy, we should avoid using heuristics as far as possible and focus on assessing candidates for the actual job. And finally, similar concepts and principles apply to assessments as well, just to a much higher degree. That's all for today. Hope that was helpful. See you again next time.